Yo, what is up, family? In today's video, we have the boss killer Lepic build for you. Ultimate Lepic, of course. You can only do this on Ultimate, bro. On the other one, it's like not possible. But hopefully you guys enjoy this video. I'm gonna go ahead and break it down to you guys. We've been helping chat every day, pretty much. Just kill all the bosses they need. Hangman, hard mode, you name it, it absolutely destroys. I just want to start on the executioner and we'll just go up on bosses so you can see the damage. All right, here we go on the Dead Bride. Yo, I got some friends that are like stuck on this boss. She's kind of rough, I ain't gonna lie. Probably help some dudes out today. But yeah, she's cooked. All right, and here we have my favorite test dummy, all of the YouTubers' favorite test dummy. The easiest boss. I think he's the easiest boss because he like regens his health. It's like one of the only ones that can regen his health, so they had to like kind of make his pool a little bit more reasonable. If not, he would like be unkillable, to be honest. All right, family, before I break down the video, I just want to give you this guy a shout out right here, MacDree. I'm going to go ahead and subscribe to him because I enjoyed his content. He also explains the build very well. He kind of like, there's some controversy though on some rate of fire stuff, but I believe this guy is right here. So your ultimate only scales off your fire rate module. But here you can see, super huge shout out to him. Everything else he said, I really liked. I also made a few changes, but overall I still have some tweaking to do, just like he has tweaking to do to his build. He still say he can optimize it even more, but this maximized power would give me about 46% more skill power, but it would also give me 50% cooldown, which is rough, and I'm personally not using that currently. But with everything else, man, huge shout out to this guy. His ultimate Lepic boss killing build video is amazing, so GG's. All right, here we go, boys. We're gonna jump into the build, and I'm gonna try my best to explain it to you in a way that you will understand, and and I'll just show you my build real quick. So honestly, you could have any type of weapon. The only thing that's gonna change from the weapon is rate of fire, right? This is the only thing that's going to go into. You of course want to build it up, right? You want to make sure you have like all your damages, that way you can bake. But at the same time, fire rate is one of the most important things on this build, all right, for your weapon. For whatever weapon has to be mounted. I suggest the gold reactor because you'll get that 20% extra skill power. Also, you should be matching your fire skill power and your tech skill power, because if we look at it, it is a fire and tech right on top of overkill. So you need to make sure you are prioritizing that, right? That is the most important part of the build, to make sure you're getting those 20% multipliers, right? Also, additional colossal damage is insane. I've tested so many different like combinations. I've even tested like higher crit damage over Colossus, but at the end of the day, I kind of like the Colossus damage because I feel like it just has more of an impact over all the damage. It's like a base damage, right? And then it's multiplied, so it does a lot better than, like, let's say all yellow crit hit damage, all yellow crit hit rate, right? The Colossus is insane. And if you don't believe we've been testing, boys, let me go ahead and show you right here. But I've been testing this build, man, and I'm ready. Like, all of these are almost god roll. They're rolled in different stats, but we've been grinding. We were hitting the Valby farm. It's actually nerfed now, so Savage, no more Valby farm. But I tried a lot of different setups, a lot of different stats, but these are the best attributes in my opinion overall, and they help you do a lot of damage, right? So now we're gonna move on to the components, the external components. Now, if you made the build and you don't know why you're not hitting or what's happening wrong, I would highly suggest farming for a Slayer external components that are BIS, all right? And the most important one is gonna be max MP, okay? This is gonna allow you to shoot more of your ultimate rounds, of your super rounds, or whatever you want to call it. This is really going to help you, all right? We also want the 4 set skill bonus, which is going to give us more skill power. It adds skill cost, but it's fine because you're going to have a fat nice chunky mana pool with this max MP. All right, that's the most important part of this. I would say MP recovery wherever you can get it to. That way, when you're in the boss fight, you don't have to die to use your ultimate again. But you know, like if you were playing with Mac Dree's build, you would kind of have to use one of the life stocks to pretty much just go back and do 40% more skill power damage, or modify your skill power by 40% more, which is huge, right? So I would highly suggest, you know, maybe trying it out over Technician. But I like Technician because it gives me 50 instead of 96. I still don't get that 50% cooldown, which kind of doubles the time you're waiting for some of these items, right? So another one of the most important things in the build is going to be Fire Master. Okay, this is huge, and this can only be used on Ultimate Lepic. All right, I have the regular Lepic here, and I've got him energized. I got him catalyzed 5 times. I was trying to like replicate similar damage, but I could never do it because I didn't have that Firearm Master mod. This is like insanely huge. But yeah, once you upgrade it, at first it's gonna cost like 16. You upgrade it, it's gonna cost like 5 million gold, 500,000 Kuiper, but it's so worth it because you get like 11 slots extra, right? So we can fit this whole build in here and make it insane. You can use whatever sub module you want. I like long distance maneuvering because it gives me more movement. It allows me to like hook from longer ranges, right? Where somebody might not be able to get to that place, I can get there. All right, so pretty much what you want to do is you just want to reach these stats. You want to increase your crit hit rate. That's probably the most important because you want to crit all the time. So crit hit skill insight is very important. So now crit hit chance is nothing without crit hit damage. So you need to always make sure that if you're speccing into crit hit chance, you're going for crit hit damage also. All right, and then we have some more mods to kind of pair with that perfectly, which is front lines and emergency measure. This is going to allow you to take your crit hit damage and crit hit rate over 200% once they're maxed out. So this is phenomenal. I'm still going to make some changes too. This is just kind of what I'm pushing out to you right now, so you guys can have something to work towards, right? I would save one of these catalyze slots, so I would probably not catalyze the cerulean and just put like leave it base, like, you know, so you could change and be flexible. I personally like acceleration. This is an insane mod. I don't really see too many people using it, honestly, but this allows you to have more range. Like sometimes you'll notice if you shoot your ult, it doesn't always reach, but this will give you 20% more range. Also skill speed, so make you use your skill faster, right? So right here we have Technician, obviously skill power for power modifier. You need that. Fire Specialist to add more firepower, to add more to your modifiers. We have skill extension for duration, and MP accelerant for more duration plus max MP. This is like one of the best mods you could use for this build. And lastly, you have a ultimate mod, a nice tech mod right here, which is dangerous ambush. This is gonna allow you to boost your skill power when the enemy goes to the down state, like the Colossus. Once you immobilize them, you're gonna get that 50% buff, right? You also get 25% if your teammate is getting bullied by the boss and you're not. This is phenomenal, right? I have another build right here that I watched another video. I can't find the video right now to give him some credit, but he had Battle of Stamina and it was absolutely amazing. It's been amazing to use like on harder settings, you know, a little bit more survivability is awesome, plus skill duration, which you want on this build. So everything is kind of pumping on all cylinders. That's pretty much the whole video, the whole guide. Yeah, we're running like kind of low defense and low health, but like I said, this is still really strong, and you're gonna be slaying, right? So if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. I will love to answer them. You know, maybe I can help you. I'm also streaming every day on Twitch. If you guys want to come by and support the dream, you know, I appreciate you guys, and we're gonna start the stream now. So I'll see you over there. Let's get it, baby. Let's go.